지금 시간은 2026년 3월 23일 오후 10시 47분입니다. So we find world's most welcoming language, elegant, graceful and stylish. His elegant specialty, simplicity is what makes his writing so powerful. His elegant simplicity is what makes his writing so powerful. Practical, useful or suitable for a particular purpose. The bag is stylish but also very practical for every use. Rhythmic, having or relating to a rhythm or beat. Rhythmic gymnastics is a combination of gymnastics and dance. Cadence, the natural rise and fall in the pitch or tone of the voice. There's something about Morgan Freeman's cadence that make even ordinary sentences sound profound. Complex, having many different connected parts, complicated or difficult to understand. Large cities like New York and Tokyo have complex transportation networks. Character, a letter of other symbol that is written or printed. Your password must be at least 8 characters. Article, survey find world's most welcoming language. How friendly is English? How elegant is Japanese? And how practical in German? These are some of the questions that people around the world were asked in a survey by the language learning app Preply. More than 3,600 people from France, Germany, Japan, Spain, the UK, and the US were asked for their opinions about 10 difficult languages. How complex were they? How much did they feel warm and friendly? And people decided that the world's most welcoming, friendly language is Portuguese. That's just based on the way it sounds to the survey participants. 34% of people choose Portuguese as the most warm and friendly language. However, it didn't win by much because 33% of people say that the same about the Spanish. Preply says that these languages have a bright rhythmic cadence and not too many sharp consonants. Sharp consonants, which may be why they sound welcoming. Of course, it doesn't mean that people who speak these languages are anymore or less welcoming and friendly than anybody else. The language that people consider to be the most elegant is French. More than half of people choose this as the most elegant language, while many others choose Italian. Preply said these languages both sound smooth. Asian languages were considered to be the most complex. Mandarin was chosen as the most complex language, followed by Japan and Korean. Participants also said they think Arabic is a complex language. For many people, the reason for this may be that these languages use difficult characters for European alphabets, and almost a quarter of participants said they might not want to learn a language that they see as complex. Unsurprisingly, The largest group of people said the English is most practical language. It's used by many people around the world, making it very practical for global communication. What percentage of people choose Portuguese as the most woman-friendly language? Almost 34% of people. What language was chosen the most elegant? The French. Which language was chosen as the most complex in the world? Complex Mandarin. Japanese and Korean. Additionally, Arabic. The magnesium health trend, a simple guide, supplement, a type of pill that contains vitamin, nutrition, and etc. The doctor recommended taking iron supplements during my pregnancy. The doctor recommended taking iron supplements during my pregnancy. Digestion. Digestion. The process of breaking down food in the stomach. Bananas are high fiber and good for digestion. Claim. A statement that something is true or factual. Companies often make false claims about the environmental impact of the products they make. Constipation, a condition in which bowel movement become infrequent or difficult. The NHS lists constipation as one of the most common digestive complaints in the UK. Convert, to change the function, appearance, etc. of something, to be able to change from one state or another. They have converted the garage into a music room. The sofa can be converted into a bed. Nerve. Nerve. The thread or group of threads that carry messages from the brain to parts of the body. I pinched a nerve in my shoulder while exercising, so now my arm hurts whenever I lift it. Article: The Magnesium Health Trend, a simple guide. If you follow health trends on social media, you may already know that magnesium is having a moment. On TikTok and other social media platforms, various influencers are promoting magnesium supplements for stress relief, reduced muscle pain, better digestion, better sleep, and more. There's even a sleepy girl mocktail made mainly of cherry juice, soda water, and a spoonful of magnesium powder. Drink it before bedtime, says influencers, for a better night's sleep. But is there any science behind the viral claims? Some studies have suggested a link between magnesium and better sleep, but results have been mixed and more research is needed. The same is true for other claims, such as reduced stress, muscle pain relief. Research hasn't proven the magnesium actually helps with these things. However, magnesium is used in some medicines for constipation, But wellness influencers probably don't want to talk about that. Magnesium is good for you in other important ways, though. Magnesium is a mineral that essential for our body's health. We need to eat to convert food energy, into energy to keep our muscle and nerves in good condition, to keep our heart rate normal, and to keep our blood pressure at a healthy level. One 2023 study also found that more magnesium in the diet could be linked to better brain health and might protect our brains from the worst effect of aging. And the human's body can't produce magnesium by itself. So should we take magnesium supplements? Where, unless your doctor recommended it, you probably don't need to. Health experts said that if you have a healthy diet, you are already getting enough magnesium from what you eat. But if you want to get more magnesium, the best way is to eat magnesium-rich foods, peas and beans, leafy greens like spinach and kale, as well as banana, tofu, dark chocolate, and nuts like cashews and almonds are all food that are rich in magnesium. Have you noticed magnesium trending on social media? I don't know. I didn't heard that about magnesium is trending on social media. Do you take any supplements? Have you taken magnesium supplement? Actually, I need to take magnesium supplements, but I didn't because I'm very lazy to eat supplements. Do you follow any health or wellness influencers? Actually, I follow too much marathon health influencers. So I think I follow healthy influencers. Uh, how much do you trust health advice you see on social media? Actually, I think 80% of information from social media is not actually really true. So basically, I filter the almost 80% of information and get take only 20% of the information from the social media. Where do you go for reliable health or wellness advice? Actually, I think hospital is the best place to get reliable health advice. Okay. Laughing about mistakes makes us seem warmer, competent, a person able to do things well and efficiently. Mark is one of the most competent people I know. Competent. Authentic of a person, genuine and true to who they are. I many met her a few times, but I don't find her very authentic. Blunder. blunder, blunder. A large mistake, especially a stupid or careless one. After a series of blunders, she decided to resign as CEO. After a series of blunders, she decided to resign as CEO. Gaff, gaff, gaff. Un, unintentional or awake act or remark that causes embarrassment. I made an embarrassing gaffe during the interview. Gaffe. Hmm. Scenario. A possible situation or series of events. I think the most likely scenario is the Amanda will resign. Evaluate. To form an idea about the quality, value, etc. or of someone or something. I think we need to find a more efficient method for evaluating job applications. Uh, laughing about mistakes makes us seem warmer. Laughing about mistakes makes us seem warmer. Imagine you are walking along the street with your friend. You trip and fall but don't get hurt. How do you react? Imagine you're walking along the street with your friend. You trip and fall but don't get hurt. How do you react? Do you turn red from embarrassment? To turn red from embarrassment? Do you laugh at yourself? Do you laugh at yourself? Perhaps you try not to show any emotion at all. Perhaps you try not to show any emotion at all. Emotion at all. According to a new study, your reaction may influence that other people think of you. According to a new study, your reaction may influence what other people think of you. And if you want to seem warm, competent, and authentic, laughing is best thing to do. If you want to seem warm, competent, and authentic, laughing is best way things to do. Researchers based in the Netherlands, the UK, and the US did 6 different experiments to find out how people reaction to their own small mistake affected how they were judged by others. They call these mistakes uh, faux pas, pronounced FOH. This is French term that's used in English to describe personal blunders and social gaps. This is a French term that's used in English to describe personal blunders and social gaps, such as tripping, knocking someone over in a store, or forgetting someone's name. They are usually big mistakes and don't tend to involve crucially or harm. The experiments included more than 3,200 people. They were given scenarios involving frog paths and photos of people reacting to their mistakes. The experiments included more than 3,200 people. They were given scenarios involving POPA and photos of people reacting to their mistakes. They were asked how the reactions made them feel about the people. They were asked how the reactions made them feel about the people. And those who looked at their mistakes were judged more positively. And those who laughed at their mistakes were judged more positively. Laughing at yourself signals self acceptance, and we love people who accept themselves, said Albert Sager, who was one of the researchers. Laughing at yourself signals self acceptance, and we love people who accept themselves, said Albert Sager, who was one of the researchers. These people realized that their papa may have been a little awkward, but not harmful, she said. These people realized that their papa may have been a little awkward, but not harmful, she said. The researchers said the people who reacted with embarrassment seemed more self-conscious. The researcher said the people who reacted with embarrassment seems more self-conscious. It's almost like you are overly focused on how you are being evaluated, Caesar said. It's almost like you are overly focused on how you are being evaluated, Cesar said. It's almost like you are overly focused on how you are being evaluated, Cesar said. However, one of the experiments looked at a scenario in which four packs became something bigger and something else surfaced because of the mistake. However, one of the experiments looked at a scenario in which FOPA became something bigger and someone else suffered because of the mistake. For example, one people knocks over a glass of water but it spills on their friend's phone and damages it. In this situation, the study found that laughing is not the best response. When a mistake causes harm, laughing makes a person seem insensitive and less likable. When a mistake causes harm, laughing makes a person seem insensitive and less likable. What are your thoughts on the study's finding? Uh, uh, Rapping themselves when they take a mistake looks uh, looks makes the person is the humorous person that the others cite. How do you usually react when you make a four packs? Uh, Actually, I am embracing myself and hide it. Uh, so I think it's to better lapping myself is uh, better than the too serious. Do you find it easy to laugh at yourself? I didn't find how to laugh myself, but I will let me find to better way to laugh myself. When was the last time you were in the awkward or embarrassing situation? Sometimes I called with the uh, colleagues from they located on the abroad. When I called with them, sometimes I uh, asked them speak again or please understand by English. Uh, at that time, I very awkward and embarrassing myself. So I need to find way easy to laugh myself. Who are some of the warmest and most authentic people you know? Uh, actually, Jungchul is the uh, most best person who are most authentic people. Okay. Uh, Japan's laws inspire same names dating event. Matchmaking, or act of starting relationship between others or of arranging marriages. Emma tried her hand at matchmaking, setting up her best friend with a colleague. Organize, to plan or arrange an activity, event, and etc. They are in charge of organizing the whole event. Law, the system of rules that control the actions of people in the country or community. Individual rule in such a system. It's against the law to text while driving. Thousands of people marched through the city in protest of the new tax law campaign. To work in an organized way, in order to achieve a particular goal. Animal rights activists Animal rights activists have been campaigning against animal testing for years. Effort, physical or mental energy. I put a lot of effort into this project. Equality, the state of having the same rights, values, opportunities, etc. Sweden ranks very highly in terms of gender equality. Japan law inspires same-name dating apps. Japan's law inspires same-name dating events. Matchmaking parties where all the participants share the same family name will be held in Tokyo this spring. The parties are being organized for single people who are worried about unusual Japanese law. Matchmaking parties where all the participants share the same family name will be held in Tokyo in spring. The parties are being organized for single people who are worried about unusual Japanese law. In Japan, the law says that when a couple get married, they have to choose the same family name. Japanese In Japan, the law says that when a couple get married, they have to choose the same family name. Japan is actually the only country in the world that has this law, and many people don't like it. Japan is actually the only country in the world that has this law, and many people don't like it. However, if someone were to meet their future wife or husband at a single name matchmaking party, uh, neither of them would have to change their name. However, if someone were to meet their future wife or husband at a single name matchmaking party, neither of them would have to change their name. The spring events are being organized by Asuniwa, an organization that campaigns against the same-name marriage law, and by the company IBJ Matchmaking. The spring events are being organized by Asuniwa, an organizing that campaigns against the same-name marriage law, and by the company IBJ Matchmaking. Four matchmaking parties will be held between March 27 and April 1, with each event focused on the different name, Suzuki, Tanaka, Sato, or Aito. IBJ. Four matchmaking parties will be held between March 27 and April 1st, with each event focused on the different name, Suzuki, Tanaka, Sato, or Ito. IBJ Matchmaking said these were the most common names along in customers. IBJ Matchmaking said these were the most common name along its customers. Previously, researchers by Asuniwa has shown that many people are choosing not to marry because of the same name marriage law. Previous research by Asuniwa has been shown that many people are choosing not to marry because of the same name marriage law. Some might not want to change their name because it takes so much time and effort to change it on their passport, their bank account, and other important documents. Some might not want to change their name because it takes so much time and effort to change it on their passport, their bank account, and other important documents. But it is also a matter of gender equality. It's usually women who feel they have to change their family names, and for many people, this doesn't seem fair. But it, but it is also a matter of gender equality. But it is also a matter of gender equality. It's usually women who feel they have to change their family names. And for many people, this doesn't seem fair. And for many people, this doesn't seem fair. A new survey, almost 2,500 people by Suniwa, 37% of women and 47 of men say they were against having to change their own family names. 37% of women and 47% of men say they were against having to change their own family names. And when asked what they would do, uh, what they would do if a future marriage partner didn't want to change their family name, 7% said they would break up, and 6% said they would wait for the law to change. And when asked what they would do if a future marriage partner didn't want to change their family name, 7% say that would break up, and 6% said they would wait for a law to change. And when asked that they would do if a future marriage partner didn't want to change their family name, 7% said they would break up, and 6% said they would wait for the law to change. And when asked that they would to do if a future marriage partner didn't want to change their family name, 7% say they would break up, and 6% say they would wait for the law to change. 오늘은 여기까지.